That's 2.
I'm recording as number 3. Cody, that's me. Hi.
Cody,
right.
Cody, that's Cody. Can you say your name again, please?
Cody, me, Cody.
Me. See, Cody, how I do this is like you say a word, I repeat it. And so give me a chance to say the word. Fuck it. Wait, are you playing music?
Yeah, it's playing 3, 2, 1. Hit it. It's at the hey everybody. This is Rem sliding in your ear holes with my boy Randy and Cody. And we're okay. It's off. We're back. Best episode on earth of the Rich Dickman Show.
Literally the fucking worst. So this is 283, episode 283.
Somehow, some way.
Andy cast.
All right.
Like if fucking what was his name? The Crippled Jesus. If he was doing a podcast, this would be it. With fucking retards everywhere. Randy setting this shit up. Fuck, dude.
Well, good news is the new director of talent relations. I've almost found my replacement to be the assistant to the executive producer.
Well, I'll be punching that person in the face.
I doubt it.
And go starting with a new company.
Golden Gloves boxer.
Remember when you actually thought that wrestling asshole was going to like attack me because I talk shit about him? Whatever the fuck his name was. Not Carson Drake, that other dickhead.
Oh, Omega D?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be careful if you go to Montana.
All right. So, hey, Cody, we're back. It's 283 of the Rich Dickman Show.
Oh, my gosh. 283.
It's
Roll
unbelievable
Tide.
that we're still talking to each other because this show probably should have been 2 months ago at this point.
It's fun. It's fun when watching a corpse get bloated and you kind of like want to poke it with a stick every 2 weeks.
Will it
just to check
explode?
in on it. Will it explode?
What kind of smells will you get? Yeah.
Oh yeah. What kind of waft darest spew forth from any type of puncture wound?
This dying fucking
It's fun.
podcast.
It's good.
And it's all the
It's
fault.
science.
All the
It's
fault of one
science.
man. All the fault of one man the last 3 months. Randy's finally back. Hello, Randy.
Hi.
What's up, everybody? I'm back from getting shit thrown at me. Every time this girl would yell, "Chips," you'd have to duck. It was fun.
Was it, though?
What?
Was it? Yeah. Well, the part where I cracked my rib and they laughed at me, that wasn't fun. But other than that, I had snacks, three good meals a day, push-ups in the shower.
Well, since you couldn't get your shit together
That's a nice
tonight
shower.
and we started 40 minutes late, I'm not doing 90 minutes tonight. So I don't want to ruin Cody's evening with Amara. Cody's out in Alabama enjoying a good time, probably going out to a nice dinner later. No, you're the same time as me, aren't you? It's 10:51 for you, too.
Yeah, I keep
shit.
forgetting. I keep asking Amaris, like, hey, are they, since the time zone shift, are they ahead or behind us? And then she like looks at me, he's like, hey, Cody, on the mainland, we all do the time zone shift at the same time. So they're never behind or ahead on the time zone shift. And I'm like, oh, time.
It's funny how that works.
It still perplexes me.
It never
Yeah,
stops. The funny thing about time, it never stops. It just keeps.
Yeah. Kept waking up and it's 2024 suddenly. Hello.
It's actually
everyone.
incorrect.
Hello.
One time, Time and Death had a party that lasted forever, and then they decided that they needed to do their jobs again.
So, Randy, where have you been? Nobody's asking about you, wondering how things are going. What's going on with you, man? A lot of things happening. Last we spoke to you, I think, was in October.
Fuck, really? Has it been that long? Well,
Yeah.
TLDR, shit got real. My Kia got totaled. That was sad. Another hero lost. Had the spirit of Cleopatra imbued into her plug-in hybridness. And so I've been on the hunt. This is the longest I've been without a car since I was 14 years old. I think I've narrowed down the search, just waiting for my severance from the Rich Dickman Corporation. Found out, tighten the old belt. They promoted me to director of talent relations, paid me too much, and crashed the whole damn company. So we're going to reboot.
That do happen sometimes.
I bought it in bankruptcy from Mr. Dickman, just so you guys know. So I love that you've been shit talking me all this time. Great episode last week without me. Pulling through. I've been interviewing assistants to the executive producers left, right, and center. I think I've narrowed it down to a good DEI diversity hire.
Oh no! don't do that.
It's my company now, Rim, so you can kind of suck my
Yeah,
dick.
but that stuff's that's coming around the other way. Make sure actually you have to check their references for plagiarism and all that stuff too.
Okay, only if they're running Harvard. All right, only if they're running Harvard, because Harvard, has come a long way since John Quincy Adams or John Adams or one of those Adams motherfuckers. The Adams family founded it. Yeah, it might be a bastard line of that great dynasty.
So why don't we have a camera on you tonight?
Because Rim, to be quite
I just noticed that. Yeah.
well, to be honest with you, I'm sitting in a dark room first of all, where my Alexa bulb is flashing.
we all are.
It's flashing, but like at a 0.01%. I can't get it to work, and I don't know where my camera is because I don't have light. I tried to search with my phone beforehand, but you were yelling a lot, and I couldn't figure out how to hear you yell at me. And so you got even madder, and you kept making more aggressive, like Mussolini-style fucking threats with your hands. And I was just thinking, we need to get you Rim for Antichrist 2032. The Rock's going to run for president. You run for Antichrist.
Been in my pockets.
What happened?
So my hands have been in my pockets the whole time because my hands are cold. I'm in my basement. It's cold down here.
Oh, well,
So
but
there's
you were Mussolini.
No Mussolini hand gestures. And I bet you I couldn't even get an AI art of that because Mussolini is probably a banned word.
Why? He's a
There's
funny
real
man.
artists.
I know.
He's no Stalin.
We should start,
Stalin
like,
was a baller.
disseminating like misinformation about Mussolini. It's like, oh, he invented the Mussolini pasta formation, right? That's the tasty one.
The Mussolini
You put the ricotta in the wheel, right? Yeah, the Mussolini.
Mussolini pasta.
The Mussolini
Write
with the
that one down.
ricotta, and
Yeah.
then you make it the casserole.
Mussolini with
Okay.
ricotta.
My dad was good at
Mussolini
casseroles.
con ricotta.
His secret was always cream of mushroom soup from stem to stern.
Well, yeah, that's how it goes. I made
Fuck
a
bitches,
freaking
get
green
money.
bean casserole, the classic green bean casserole for Thanksgiving. And
Was it classic?
surprisingly,
If I had collard greens,
it was very good. God damn it, we didn't even talk about like Thanksgiving. Barely. We were last recorded was right before Christmas. So,
dude. On New Year's Eve, I had fried quail over scrapple with Amara. That shit was bomb.
Did you cover your head while you
yeah.
ate it in disgrace?
That's an Orlon bird. And no.
Cody knows what the fuck I'm
I knew
talking
it.
about.
I knew what fucking Randy was talking about because I actually brought that up with Amara while I was eating the fucking fried quail.
I used to raise Bob White quails and golden neck pheasants. You know the problem
Randy,
with golden neck pheasants?
Randy, first of all, tell Rem what how an Orlon bird is prepared and all that horror.
I don't know. I just saw it on Secession. They put a thing over their head while they ate the bird because of the shame.
So there's this French delicacy called the Orlon bird, Rem, and it's horrible to make because you kill this little songbird by like force feeding it until it dies, and then after it dies, you kind of drown it in brandy. You kind of just punch it underneath, like you drown it in brandy. You kind of just punch it in the brandy, and then when it's served, you kind of eat the entire thing. Minus the beak, you pull the beak out like some
Oh my
weird
God.
chicken leg, and then you have to do the entire thing with a napkin over your head because you're too mean to that little bird, and God would send you to hell if he could see what you did to that bird.
Man, fucking French are crazy with food, man. Holy
They
shit.
are.
That's military record out there, too.
That's some eyes wide shut shit.
Unless it's Hitler. Only
But
21 days for Hitler.
Yeah, foie gras is horrifying because it's a gavage. You feed it
Yeah.
until the bird dies.
Yep. They shove a tube down his neck.
As veal, I feel veal is French. I want to blame them for that.
Of course,
that was
it's-
the cage.
yeah.
The
It's delicious, though. I mean, it's
Or is it,
hard
no,
to
it's
deny.
Italian. It's you Italians did it, right? Because
Probably.
you always see veal parmigiana.
No, they don't have veal parmesan over. Oh, actually, wait, do they? No, it's eggplant. My dad's telling me this. My dad gets a kick out of this, right?
Say aubergine.
Because the oh, you're not saying parmesan?
No. The Italians usually say the aubergine.
Oh.
Like aubergine parmesan.
Oh,
Europeans don't say eggplant.
okay, I got you. Yeah.
It's a
So
very American word.
my dad's like, over here they don't have the chicken parmesan. They don't have the veal parmesan. All they have is eggplant. The American people, they go to Sicily, they ask for chicken parmesan, and they get laughed at. Like that, I don't think that happens. I think they probably serve chicken parmesan, knowing they could probably serve a lot of it, being with stupid American people.
What's the over under of when you hear your family Olive Garden over there? You got like 9,000 or like 1?
Can I?
No.
Like zero, but can I say I've been to
Zero.
Olive Garden twice in the last 2 months, and it's I can't believe that.
Is it good?
No, my daughter likes it, so we had to go for her birthday. Then we had to go like, after Christmas.
That's always how it happens. The kids like it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be good. I used to like back in the late '90s and early 2000s. I would go with my wife. We'd have a delicious dinner with
Yeah,
wine.
food was amazing.
Yeah, it's garbage. It
It's like
fucking sucks.
even like B plus food was amazing back then because like your Taco Bell taco cost $1.85.
Yeah,
And if you didn't like it, you could slather it with hot sauce and get 7 more for
it.
under $10.
Yeah, I remember when
You could
beans
get
and rice
lobster tail
burritos
burgers
were
for
like
cheap.
$1.99.
yeah. Now you go to
Now,
Taco Bell. You need a 20.
$5 foot long is $5 foot long is $14.95 now. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Unless if you go to one of the struggling ones, then you can buy one get one half off or something.
Yeah, this is all because some guy was sending mean tweets, and you guys, all you assholes, decide we don't want any mean people in charge. Fucking all of you, fucking ruined it.
No, we just don't want
everything. 2019
fascists.
was
in
always
charge.
been people.
Mussolini
Utopia.
was bad.
oh
manicotti, you mean?
manicotti.
That was a horrible dictator.
Oh. Well, at least Stalin had
Horrible
style.
World War II dictator.
You know, he wouldn't. If you were the last person to, or the first person to
Yes.
stop clapping, you went to the gulags. Talk about motivation to clap.
That shit's about to happen because they told my daughter the other day that if you don't accept this and think everybody is wonderful and equal, you're evil. So they're starting that shit already. Can I actually? You know what? Here's the thing. I want to run this by you guys because this is kind of a real thing that's happening in my life right now. It's my daughter goes to school though. She's in the 8th grade and has this teacher, and the teacher is a real pain in the ass teacher. It's one of those teachers that like, I'm going to get you ready for high school, and it's going to be hard. I'm not going to be easy on you, right? You know, it expects a lot. Okay, so it's one of those.
Okay,
teachers to start with.
that's fine.
We've all had those.
What's this teacher's speciality? Because
science?
that's all right. That's fair.
Yeah, but
Because I had a law. I had a politics teacher that was like that, and I'm just like, there's no government or politics in the college classes I'm going to. So fuck off immediately.
Yeah, an AP calculus
science is
teacher
fair.
was like that.
but
Total prick.
don't get me wrong. We've all had teachers like this, and I don't even mind that these teachers exist because they have a purpose. They do, for the most part, if they do their job well, they're doing your kid a favor. All right, so I'm all for it. So my daughter starts complaining about this teacher, right? And now my daughter has a tendency to be a little lazy, not get all her work done, maybe not pay attention, maybe use the extra help to her advantage, right? So when she starts telling me that the teacher's getting mad at her for not getting her assignments done, I'm like, I'm on a teacher's side. Right? Almost immediately. I was like, because I know my daughter. But, you know, we listen a little bit more. And actually, the more we learn, the more we experience what, you know, all this, the more we realize this teacher's fucking bullying my daughter. Like, she's fucking terrorizing her in class. Like, she's singling my daughter out in front of the class, yelling at her.
yeah.
And, like, raising her anxiety levels and shit. And, like, it's just, like, making school a miserable experience, just this one teacher. And I didn't want to believe it at first, you know, and I was kind of like, you know, there's always another side. We got to get the context of this.
Yeah.
But when something goes on for too long, you kind of, it's like, oh shit, I guess it's a real thing. So anyways, I wrote an email. I've written a couple emails
PTA,
Yeah.
PTA.
at the
School board
at the
Dickman.
behest of my wife. Yeah, and I said, I'm trying to get these in order here. Okay, yeah. So the teacher wasn't in the class yesterday. There was a substitute there, but they all had work assigned to them in their laptops, except for my daughter. My daughter was never added to the class. Like, the teacher has to add the names there, and she didn't add my daughter. This is the second time something like this has happened. So my daughter like sent an email to her teacher and said, "Hey, I'm not in a class. Can you unlock it or get me in so I can do the assignment?" And the teacher obviously didn't respond. The daughter didn't go to the substitute, which she should have done, but she didn't do that. And though she finally got it assigned to her like at 5 p.m. and then she was doing her homework at night to do it. So I wrote an email. I'm like, "Hey, not to the teacher, but to the counselors and to people who are working the case, because we've complained about this before." I said, "Hey, you know, what's the deal here? You know, I thought we've moved past this. I've had correspondence with this teacher. I thought we were good. You know, why is this happening again?" I didn't really get a response, but then my daughter's like texting my wife today, and she's getting yelled at by this teacher in class for not getting that assignment done. And it's like, what the fuck? What the absolute fuck? So I wrote another email, and I included the assistant principal this time. And I'm like, "Hey, why is this teacher terrorizing my daughter and singling her out in front of the class? Like, what is going on there?"
Are there other kids that don't have their shit done? And
Yeah, there was another kid who had a similar problem, but she pulled him aside and talked to him very quietly. And she's yelling at my daughter in front of the whole class. And so we got to the point tonight where we wrote another email because the assistant principal wrote back and said, "Hey, thank you for letting me know. We'll look into this. All the bullshit that you say that you're not going to do anything, because we all know how that goes." But I wrote another email today. And I said, I don't want my daughter in this class with that teacher anymore. So she's not going to be going to that science class. And there's no other science teacher in the 8th grade at that school right now.
oh, I hate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like,
But I said, I will not.
you've already made enemies with the one person that needs to okay your daughter to graduate.
Yeah. But my daughter's coming home in tears and shit over all this stuff. And so we were like, I don't want her in that class until we can come to a resolution and this teacher learns how to speak to my daughter with a little bit of dignity and respect, and, tries to inspire her rather than terrorize her. We can find something else for her to do for those 40 minutes. So I'm waiting to see the fallout for that from tomorrow. What do you guys think? I pulled my daughter out of this class on my own.
Into science class?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had it rough. My daughter's cheerleading for the basketball team that just lost 7-49.
Oh, damn. That's a shitty basketball team.
I offered to take up coaching and then find us some
cheering.
exchange.
Yeah, that's a lot of
students.
cheering.
Oh.
It's a lot of cheering.
That's a lot. Yeah.
From where?
You know what?
Yeah,
that is worse. Having to cheer for a bunch of losers like that. Man, Randy, you got to have a talk with your daughter.
Well, whenever I went to go watch her play the flute for 10 seconds or whatever, this lady stopped me and told me that she was her favorite. And I said, "Aw, well, why is that?" And she's like, "Because she's always so honest and sweet." And I was like, "Aw." And then I found out that was the nurse, and my daughter manipulates her to get out of class.
Yeah, I was about to say. That didn't sound like stories you have told me in the past.
Oh, no, my daughter is hell on wheels. You don't fuck with her. She practices El Chapo's deterrence theory. It's mutually assured destruction, hombre.
Right.
You do not. She has a whole language with her eyes with her friend Bunny. It is hilarious, and she can tell it like it's a stand-up bit. They even have a bless her heart because she's in Kentucky.
Cody, did I make a mistake? Should I have just told my daughter just deal with it?
What's the project that she can't get in? Is it a big one? Is it
No, it was
one homework assignment, or is it a speech or a?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but it's an in-class assignment because there was a substitute there, and obviously substitute teachers can't teach shit because they suck. So it was just an in-class work assignment, and so my daughter didn't. She had to sit there for 40 minutes with nothing to do. Now, some of it she should have gone to the sub and said something. Maybe the sub had information or whatever. But she shouldn't have been a problem in the first place. You know what I mean? But so the point really isn't missing the work. It was classwork, but now she's getting singled out the next day, even though she reached out to the teacher and said, "I have an issue. You didn't add me to the class," and now she's being singled out over it. It's fucking I'm so mad. I told you. I
don't know how that works. Yeah,
I'm trying to get the sense of being an adult into my kids a little bit, like the freedom, because we all know what's going to happen. Really, for anything you do, probably nothing for the most part, right? You can walk into a store right now, grab a pack of gum, walk out, and nothing's going to happen to you. I was stealing from Stop and Shop during the pandemic when we had to do self checkout. I was walking out with $30 in steaks once a week. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I told my daughter, so once this bitch starts fucking with you, just get up and walk out of the class. She's like, I'll get in trouble.
Filming.
I said,
steal her steaks.
Yeah. I said, no, you won't. She's like, yes, I will. I was like, what are they going to do to you? She's like, send me to the principal. Good. Let them send you to the principal and then call me. And then we can explain to the principal why you walked out of that class. To give you detention, I will show up at detention. I'm going to pull you right out of detention because you're not going to serve detention over that bullshit. What can they actually do to you? Well, maybe they push me. Good. Let them push you. That would be the greatest thing in the world. Let them touch you by accident and see what the fuck happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we fucked up. When I was a kid, any adult could hit you. And I think we fucked up when we got away from that because what a lot of kids don't realize is that their role until they're 25, 27, until they can get their own health insurance is to serve me.
Okay, not really.
It's a dark turn somewhere.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know where.
You don't have to do that one, Randy. But
we hung a left at Albuquerque.
You were correct in saying
well,
there
I
was
had to
actual
serve
consequences.
people, man.
Okay, there was actual consequences for our bad
I don't
behavior
mean
when we were
a
growing up?
servant. Oh man, you took me out of context there. I just meant work the service industry. It's a lesson. It's where I got my bachelor's degree in business. All right. And then I got my master's at the pizza shop, and then got my PhD doing what I've been doing.
And started digging up
Yeah.
to this very day.
Some weird, strange Italian man once slapped me across the face in front of my father, who I never met this guy before because I was fucking around with a fence at a bike race. And he told me to stop. Like, there was real consequences we had to face. Nowadays, you touch a kid, your life's over. Your fucking life.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're completely canceled. Like you're done. So I had a kid call me a bitch face right before Christmas. And I said, oh yeah, well, just so you're aware, there's a database that all parents can access to figure out who your parents are, and let them know that you just called me bitch face. So the more you know.
Fuck you, old man, you piece of shit.
No,
Don't talk
this
to me
was a
like
kid.
that.
This was a kid who called me bitch face right before Christmas. And so I made up a fake database that sounded legit, and he was scared shitless and said he was sorry and that he wouldn't do it again.
Oh, man, kids are so stupid. Like, they have so much power and they have no idea that they wield it. Youth is wasted on the young, right?
Okay.
Always.
Why do I feel like that's a quote we don't want to have on the podcast? Like
youth is wasted on the young? That's a very famous quote.
That's all. That's a yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
that's a
poisoning
classic.
the blood, like Trump said.
No. Because
No.
when you're
No.
young, you don't know how to enjoy your youth when you're young. God damn, if I can go back 20 years, I know exactly what I'd be doing.
See, yeah, when I grew up, there were it's
Check
the
it
coddling
off.
of the American mind, Rem.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta, adapt or perish here. Buy your daughter the book, The Courage to Be Disliked, and give her $50 if she gives you a presentation on it.
She won't read it. Like, she's lazy.
She won't. $50 doesn't.
Why is
motivate her?
that? Why is that? Because you pull it out of school, Rem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. I once had a history teacher, or an English teacher, an English professor.
Is this a real story? Or are you
Yeah,
making
this is
one up?
real. And her son had ADD real bad, and she pulled him out immediately and took him right to Europe to teach him history herself. So maybe you should just do that.
Maybe I will. Fuck it. Who cares? Money's not real. We're going to die someday.
Well, and
We only live
actually,
once.
the most powerful lobby in the world is the fucking homeschool parent
Pfizer?
lobby.
Oh.
No, homeschool parent lobby, dude. Like, they have like a rundown of what you should do to avoid letting the cops into your home.
Oh, that's
Pretty
good.
crazy.
You need that.
Yeah, especially if you're selling
It's called 12 gauge.
Well, anyways, I'm taking on the middle school and I'm going to win. Like,
Roll Tide. Good luck.
To be honest, like, I'm so embarrassed writing these fucking emails too, because like I know my daughter, right? I know the teacher's a pain in the ass. And my whole thing, it's just like, I try to tell me, these are fucking compliance factories, you guys. All you got to do is comply for a couple of years and you can do your own thing. Just tell them the shit they want to hear.
Yeah. I remember like reading like the rubric breakdown. I won't say what grade or where I was, but I remember like reading the rubric breakdown, and it's pretty much having your ass in the right seat during the right times was 40% of the grade.
Yeah, it's
I was
ridiculous.
like, really? Like, wow.
Yeah, I got
That's
most of
funny.
my good grades because my grandma worked there for 27 years and knew all the gossip on the teachers. And I could be like, hey, remember that time in 1987 when you came in drunk and my grandma kept you from dying from alcohol poisoning? You should probably, give me a good grade.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
When
that's
are
good.
we?
See, it's all bullshit. You can bribe teachers and give you good grades. You can.
And I had a
falsely
history
accuse them of
teacher who
things.
had fucked my great grandfather for a long time, and in most of the football team. She was pretty nice. And then my sophomore teacher, math teacher, let me run a poker game as long as I gave 30% of the proceeds to the prom committee. Her
So what
son
happened to your
Eric was
Kia?
really cool. Oh, my Kia. Well, I dropped my wallet and I was trying to get it because it was getting underneath my. Because I was trying to order
Jesus
food.
Fucking Christ.
I was trying to order food on the phone, and I dropped my wallet, and somebody decided they had to stop at Dollar General right then and couldn't wait for 4 seconds before the next one came up. And anyways, I locked it up, cut the wheel. The guy in front of me got to pull away. I barely tapped him. He ended up in the storm drain across the street. I ended up in the storm drain on this side of the street, and totaled the old Kia. So...
Cody, have you ever been texting with Randy while he was driving? And then like you realize
5 years, no
25 minutes later-
accidents,
Well,
64,000
we
miles
ask
in
him
the
where
last
he
18
is.
months.
He's like,
bitch.
here I am, and he's like texting.
Yeah.
He's like screenshotting and sending it.
Yeah,
which
it's amazing.
Requires more
it's
than a
very
few
involved,
taps.
because you don't know that he's driving when you text with him, because he does the screenshots and he does all the looking up stuff on the web and everything. He's doing AI art while he's fucking driving, and so
Yeah.
surprisingly, it's been 5 years with no
Doing it.
incidents, and we've had one.
64,000 miles in 18 months.
I guess that means you can keep doing it then, Randy, since it's not really a risk to you, I guess, right?
No, I've stopped completely because of this fucking Android is impossible to use. Fuck Android. I hate everything about fucking Google Pixel. They got 68 million data points on me every time I take a shit, and I don't like it, and then it doesn't work when I need it.
Cody,
I got
do you
lost.
remember a couple months ago when Randy was like, "Oh, I'm going to get myself a Pixel for a second factor authenticator."
But no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a different phone. So this one I got for Kristen's uncle. It was $600 off, and he was complaining about not having a phone. And then she bitched about it, and he gave it back to me. And my daughter needed a new phone because she was on an iPhone 10, so I gave her my iPhone 13 because I love my daughter. And I've been running this Pixel and an iPhone 10. And goddamn, do I miss iPhone? Because iPhone works 80% out of the box. Pixel starts at like 35%, and you can get it to 90%, but
Just
you
trade
gotta
your
fuck
shit in
with
and
it.
get a new phone. Like you can get these new phones for almost for free these days.
Okay, Rem, whenever you're fucking muckety muck waspy McGee
Oh, wait.
from Crackerberry Junction, but whenever you're fucking crazy man Rand, with the 479 credit score, can't even finance a car for the first time in your goddamn adult life.
Oh, that's
Fucking
right.
fuck,
Forgot about that part.
because you're fucking losing your job February 1st, and you got to find a new one of those because they're just
you
growing
could've
on
stayed on.
trees.
Like you could have decided to stay on with them, right?
No,
Like
no,
that
they
was-
actually withdrew that option.
Oh, they withdrew-
recently. Yeah, I
because
could.
you've been
I would
such a
have to
pain
move
in
to
the ass to
Florida. Yeah, it was too much. I may have said I was going to send metaphorical guillotines to Stanford.
Stupid asshole.
I got misquoted. They left out the metaphorical part.
Metaphorical ones, you say.
Well, private equity. Fuck.
Hey, don't say anything that's gonna get you sued or this podcast listened to.
Oh,
so
well, okay. By who, Rim? You didn't pay the fucking domain. Okay, we got like 4 views on YouTube. All right, listen, I got a whole new business model. Whenever we get this up and running, Mr. Dickman,
So,
you
you can
he's,
buy the domain. Just I'll change the account over to you.
No, I would build my own web server. It's way cheaper. I already
Okay.
have one running. What would Jesus draw? It would be nothing to add another website to it. Could have done it months ago, really. Whenever I started that website.
You could have done a lot of things.
Well, yeah, but I gotta have time. I try to only work 72 hours a quarter
Right.
of real effort.
he needs time.
Fuck off, Cody. I see what you did there.
No.
Applause.
Hey, what do you think about all this?
What about what?
I'm looking at you, and you're either lost in thought or don't know how to respond to any of this.
No, I'm thinking about pizza. Yeah.
Oh, you think of pizza? What kind of?
My whole life is falling apart. Cody's like, pizza. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Randy, I'm sorry that you're saying all this stuff on the show because there's no way I can be nice to you while doing the show. It's got to be through text messages or on a phone call.
No, don't be nice to me at all. I'm a piece of shit, and I deserve your
Okay,
scorn.
good. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm a loser, little titty baby, and
Oh, you got big titties.
Well, nobody came at you with that.
Actually, they did. They did call me a loser, little titty baby when I was in the sheriff's car.
The sheriffs called you that?
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you go? Well, you should be filing sexual harassment charges against him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He had a gun, 2 of them, right there.
Can you talk about how you ended up in the sheriff's car?
Well, I went to R&R Tool and thought it was mine. That was my bad.
Yeah, okay, so hold on. Wait, pause. Don't say anything more. Before we dig into this any further, do you have to go to court? Is there any follow-up to this, or are we just free
Fuck
and
no.
clear of the
My
incident?
therapist worked for Donald
Okay.
Rumsfeld. You think I have any problems? Fuck off.
It's not your lawyer. It's your therapist.
I thought Donald Rumsfeld was your problems. Okay, so you're at an R&R Tool for some reason.
Well, I got lost as fuck because of the pixel.
So context, real quick, all right? Because the last time we were set to record, no, before Cody and I recorded this last time. Cody and I recorded right before Christmas. So the week before that, we were set to record one night, and Randy was on his way home. and he sent us a screenshot while he was driving. While he was fucking driving,
right.
not the Kia.
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, he sent a screenshot that he had an hour and 45 minutes.
This is
left
where
on his
I
trip.
am.
Yeah. And so then something happened. I couldn't record, but I said, Cody, maybe you and Randy could get something. And so poor Cody's waiting for Randy, and there's no update from Randy. And for 3 days, there's no update from Randy. So I actually reached out to Kristen, and I was like, hey, we were going to do it on the show, but Cody said don't do it on the show because it might end up bad. And I said, hey, Kristen, is Randy okay? I haven't heard from him. And she said, yeah. She told me you were okay.
Kind of.
But do you want to talk about the R&R tool incident?
Well, yeah. So basically, long story short, I was reading the street signs a little too closely. They were making a little too much sense, and I kept following my gut. Kept ending up meeting nice, new, cool people. Some of them, yelled at me and told me to go away. Some of them liked me and gave me their phone number and wanted to sell me a hog. A road hog, like one of those. It doesn't fucking matter.
We got you.
Anyways, and then I ended up at R&R Tool, and it kind of felt like there was going to be a Christmas party on the inside. Well, there wasn't. And I got arrested. Well, not arrested. I got taken to the hospital for trespassing. And then there was this guy with gray hair who had me put a pet training dog card in a glove and hide it in the wall for this old man who worked for the Coast Guard. I was there for 4 hours trying to figure that puzzle out. Apparently I did so well there that I got sent for 6 days for an experiment. That was fun. There was a girl
experiment.
In there. Yeah, apparently
so well.
They were trying some new meds on me that weren't generally available. Yeah, that's a fun. You know how much control your insurance company has over you? It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. A whole lot.
So did they work though?
No. I mean, they worked for, it was basically, you know how that Houston guy used to call Wellbutrin the legal cocaine? Well, they decided to mix it with a cough suppressant. So it's basically meth, and they were giving me that. They were giving me meth. Called a Vulity.
Wellbutrin is what made me hear voices in my head.
Yeah, well, they decided, let's combine that with that really high-dollar Sudafed shit and see what happens. And let's just test it on random people with good insurance. And so, anyways, I got a little out of there. But because I went in on the Friday before Christmas, and it's a 72-hour hold in Ohio whenever they're pissed at you. It was 6 days. I was in there 6 days. And there was this lovely lady who would yell, chips, and then throw her own feces. So, you would hear chips, and you had, 30 seconds to get behind something. She was a slow pooper.
What is she just taking a shit in the day room and then throwing it?
Yeah. Well, she would crawl around like the girl from The Ring.
Why didn't they put her in her own room and lock her in there?
Well, she had a roommate, Diane, who thought I was her brother, Randall. That was real awkward because she was speedy. Man, she would start drama with all the staff all the time, and I'd have to be like, Diane, you're up here, and I need you down here. And she'd be like, and then she'd storm off to her room. And then there was my roommate, that dude, shit himself for 3 days. And so, I couldn't sleep in my room because it smelled like piss and shit. That was fun. Let's see.
Damn.
It worked out. The meals were amazing, though. The food, oh, my God.
Oh, good.
But then they took me, I took up smoking so I could go outside regularly. That was the only way. I started smoking Camel Crushes.
Nice.
And then I talked him into sending us to the gym one day, and I took off running after a basketball. First time I had ran in a while. And it's like somebody made my feet stick to the floor. I fell and jammed my hand up into my rib and cracked a rib. They didn't give a fuck. So they gave me Tylenol once every 8 hours, even though it's an every 4 hour med. That was fun. And I was so pissed, and I was writing down when they refused the doctor and stuff. Then I learned that it didn't matter. Nobody gave a fuck. So I made nice with the head nurse. She was Jamaican me crazy. And There was this cool guy named Tony who, on Christmas, he made sure everyone who wanted one had a smoke. And I was like, I got to get some fucking cigarettes so I can go outside. And
are you still smoking?
Only cigars, like once a day when I walk the dogs.
Hey, Cody, you have to pick one. Okay, you can't half-ass this. You can't say neither. You have to pick one. Okay. Would you rather be a corrections officer or the same but in a like psych ward?
So the word you're looking for is an orderly.
Yeah.
No, it's BHA, Behavioral Health Associate.
Because you know what? I'm picking corrections officer.
It's easier to like crack a fucking convict over the head after he throws feces at you.
But
I feel like
you can also make a bunch of homies
officer.
too. You know, you'd be like, "What's up, playa?" And they think you're awesome. You're the cool corrections officer. Whereas the orderly at the psych ward gets shit thrown at him.
He'll get stabbed. Yeah, he'll get stabbed most likely in both places equally. You know what I mean? Just unstable people. But
yeah, but they can put you in isolation. They did that to me my first night. Super.
Oh,
fun.
why were you acting a fool?
Well, no, I thought it was a work, Rem. There was literally fucking.
Oh,
yeah, it was bad. Somebody told me it was a simulation at one point.
Is this like schizophrenia, Randy?
No, nobody was. Oh. No, it was the fucking sheriff, dude. He was complaining about it being his 28th anniversary, and he had to work late because of my stupid ass. And I was like,
oh.
But then he gave me Narcan and told me that I'd know what to do with it. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't use the Narcan, but I considered it. I didn't know what would happen. I didn't want to be a werewolf on crack.
It's probably like just chili pepper, like just shoved into like a nasal spray bottle. Like, yeah, here, you want some Narcan? That'd be the worst thing to do as a cop. Narcan chili.
Yeah.
Narcan chili. Wow.
Narcan. Write that one down too. Yeah, the AI bot might not like the Mussolini references, so if you do Narcan chili.
No, the manicotti references.
Oh yeah, manicotti. Yep, that's right.
Right, I had Kristen smuggle me in a Bible because and without the weed, I was having some horrible night terrors. My grandma.
What did we just ask me to write down?
Used to have me put it under my pillow when I was a kid.
Narcan chili.
Narcan chili.
Oh, yeah.
Did the Bible help? Like, what's your favorite part of the Bible? Are you Old Testament, New Testament? Are you like Leviticus?
I think you can summarize the Bible in a few words, and that's that God is disappointed in you.
Jesus good, everybody else bad.
Well,
sequel when?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna get an Infinity War?
No, I think
back,
Jesus came back as Hitler because he said he was going to take all the Jews with him.
Are we gonna get a Civil War Testament? Come on,
damn it, Randy.
Is this George R. R. Martin?
I think the Mormons figured it out.
Forever.
They have that clandestine fund to build a spaceship with.
Yeah, I used to have Mormons living in the second apartment, the apartment above my house.
You have an apartment above your house?
I have a Mormon friend,
and I don't live there yet.
I had a Mormon.
No, this is an old house.
What the fuck? Okay, why you got to get my hopes up? That was a roller coaster.
Oh. I had a ex-Mormon friend of mine celebrate her first Christmas this year, or like last year, I guess, because of she was just like, Christmas looks fun enough. She was like 50. She's like 50.
Really?
And she was like, Christmas looks fun enough, and she was just like, fuck being a Latter-day Saint. I think that's what they like being called, right?
Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, yeah.
Or Seventh-day Adventists.
No,
I don't know.
No, they're not. They're not Seventh Days. I didn't. You know what? I had forgotten that they don't do the Christmas thing. I remember these dudes, because the dudes who used to live there, the missionaries, they lived. We used to have like a 2-family house that we owned, but then we made an apartment on the third floor for me. So the middle floor was the Mormons, and it was like these two dudes who were like 18 or 26 or whatever. They rotated out every couple months, and they'd have to go on their mission. And the first couple who lived there like tried to convert me and my wife. Well,
did you get to soak?
At the time. No, I didn't get anything because you know me. I don't really like talking to people about shit. So,
well, all you do is talk to us. Like,
yeah, you just say you've been excommunicated. There's two ways to get out of like being given like a conversion like shakedown. You just say you've been excommunicated, and if that doesn't work, you just ask for the pamphlet and walk away.
I just tell them
because that's usually mission successful.
Right.
Like getting the letter, giving your conversion mark literature is usually the end goal anyway. So just be like, hey, can I have that?
I don't see missionaries around anymore. I don't know if you guys do, but
Jehovah's
I don't.
Witnesses.
No, because they're in the ass hell. Missions happen naturally in the middle of nowhere. So that's why they're missions.
Oh,
That's you don't see no missions in fucking Connecticut, Rem.
well, they had the missionaries here in Crackerberry Junction.
Of course, at one point they did because you're Christian and people around you.
No,
have
he is very
churches.
atheist, sir. The Antichrist, if you will.
I mean, you'll find a mission in the fucking Amazon.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Something like
No,
that.
you make sense.
Yeah, at all the Jeff Bezos factories, you'll find one of them proselytizing the fuck out of shit.
Religion is so weird, man. Like, I think the religion's dumb, but I also see
like
that
Christmas.
we need it. Like, people need religion just so because
Some of them.
Yeah, nobody knows how to act. Nobody knows how to live. So the religion provides you the quote unquote morals or standards.
Yeah.
Fucking live
You always
by.
have that weird moment where like someone finds out you're either like agnostic or atheist, and they're just like, but without Jesus, how are you not like killing babies in your sleep and whatnot?
It's hard.
It's just like,
It's hard.
my natural state is not killing babies. Is your natural state murdering babies if it went for the Jesus? And they look at me and they say yes. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I sleep on the top bunk now.
that's weird. That's not what the liberals told me.
Yeah, it's a status game, usually.
Yeah.
I like just like World of Warcraft back in the day, Rim. It's all
What?
about status.
There was abortion in World of Warcraft? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Hey, but I put a link in there this way, but white guy has a religion for the non-religious
You put a link where?
in the
Excuse
chat.
me.
What chat?
Okay, I'll put it in the Discord chat because you won't find the other chat. You're too dumb.
No, the everyone chat? There it is. I see it.
Oh, okay. I put it in Discord too. Whatever's easier for your.
Call me dumb. I spent Christmas. Okay.
Oh, fuck off, dude. All right. That was just wrong time, wrong place, accidental, coincidental. And I guess I let my daughter drive the car for 6 feet, and I had to admit that was wrong for the insurance company.
Wait,
and I
what?
told him to suck.
Yeah,
my
the
dick.
insurance company must have hated that, Randy.
Yeah. Well, hey, I learned to drive at 8 on those backwoods roads.
Oh, I learned to drive at 10.
but
Yeah, I tore the side out of my dad's
I learned
truck.
how to drive at 19.
I've been teaching my kid how to drive back roads and stuff. He's doing pretty. Oh shit! Went fucking go-karting last week. Like actual like good go-karts at one of those huge indoor tracks that the go-karts are like 40, 45, 50, whatever it is. Fucking
Was
whipping.
it pole position?
No, it was supercharged.
Okay.
Yeah. I had my fourth best time out of 11. First time on the track, I'll take it. I was whipping that motherfucker around the corners. My son was too, but he's not me yet. You know what I mean? Doesn't know how far he can push that thing. He finished sixth. He had the sixth best. Dude, I tell you what though, it was so much fun, Cody, like whipping that goddamn go-kart around this track and the turns, the hairpins and the banks and everything.
Yeah,
I got out of that.
Go-karts are real.
Yeah, I felt fucking alive, dude. Like everything I ever wanted to do when I was a kid, like race cars and shit, was right there in front of me. And I'm at 43, and I'm finally into these fucking go karts.
I do want to fire shells or something like that. You know what I mean, like a Mario Kart thing.
I had the next best thing.
Develop that.
The race officials had to push the move over sign to 3 people in front of me at 3 different occasions. They made people move over for me because I was so much faster. So that was awesome.
Big fish in a little pond.
Yeah,
Big
that's fun
fish,
though. Next time you guys come out to Connecticut,
How do you feel
we're
about-
going to do go-karting.
Dude, I would totally do a
How do you feel
go-kart
about-
job for you. I would spin out and make you look like the hero.
How do you feel about virtual racing, Rem? That's a good question for you. How do you feel about virtual racing?
All right, so actually, do we have the setup?
Not simulation, but actually like put cars on or cameras on real cars that people control.
Oh,
Like actual like drone. I guess
Can
you
I-
could call it a drone without being in the air.
can I feel the car? Like, do I have a setup where I can feel the thing moving?
I guess you could put Brumble in and shit like that. But-
I mean, that's basically playing with this fucking Xbox, like with my steering wheel here. I would do it.
They have that. They have that like Mario Kart thing where like you can actually like have the cameras on the little RC cars.
Yeah.
Are we talking about
never
this?
seen
Yeah, and
that?
you have the virtual things on, right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen something like that.
Well,
That's
and
probably
Apple's
fine. That's
coming
probably a lot
out
of
with
fun.
Virtual augmented reality helmet.
Oh yeah.
$3,500 for the first generation. I'll wait 4 years.
Is that the one you have to wear the big shield over your eyes?
Probably.
Yeah. Now, Cody, I'm on board for it. Like, if I got to put a whole headset on and I have to race a car, like, I'd rather be able to feel it. But if it's like a Mario Kart where I'm holding a controller and just looking around, that's not bad.
But you can get way more dangerous if it's a virtual thing and you're not actually in the car.
Yeah.
Well, the secret to augmented reality is going to be
You can slam it into the wall and ride it like that one guy.
Yeah, like the Hail Melon by Ross Chastain.
You got to find the
there we go. That's
shortcuts.
his name.
That's the key to winning those races.
Mario Kart
taught me
races?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Summoning Salt taught me that. Cody, you ever watch Summoning Salt?
I feel like I have at one point.
He does
He's everywhere.
world records in video games. He recaps the races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, like world record progressions and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
like he'll do like how a Choco Choco Mountain in in Mario Kart 64 was broken, and how they the fastest times.
9 out of 10 times it's falling out of the world at the right fucking time.
Yeah,
gets you.
It's being pixel perfect or frame perfect.
Yeah, just frames. That's what that is.
Yeah, shit's crazy. Well, so all right, Randy. So where are we now with you, man? So you spent some time in the hospital. You came home.
Twice. That was my second stay.
Yeah.
Turns out the meds were fucked, and I spun out a little bit, but all's good now. Now I'm getting I've graduated to monthly shots. I went downtown, got a big fancy shot that does everything I needed to do. Why they waited this long to give me a shot, I don't know.
When did your meds start getting fucked? Was it in September?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's when I got put on the Caplyta.
Okay.
$4,800 a month med.
See, Cody, I didn't want to say anything because I'm a good friend, but that's when his behavior started.
Nope,
to change.
and you can stop saying things, right? Well, you can stop. You can keep stopping saying things.
Why? I'm
be
an
a good
open
friend,
book.
or you can finish.
If anyone has problems with their mental health, call Randall K. Dickman.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's when I started to notice, the differences in Randy. It was in September. It's like, something's off here, but you don't know how to.
Well, that's also when
I
I got promoted to shuffle deck chairs on the Titanic for the Rich Dickman Corporation. Fucking fucks.
And then he went bankrupt.
Well, no, Rich Dickman went bankrupt, but the third operator always makes money on a commercial real estate business like this.
So Randy,
we got to get Jonathan Silver. Cody, can you go take a shit so we can call John Silver?
No, we don't have much time left. We have like 12 minutes
Maybe.
left here. But
Okay.
The last time we did a show with you, Randy, we gave
Squeeze
you
a turd out.
prompts for Jesus AI art.
Fuck off.
But
I have not gotten to that.
So I was wondering if you even remembered what the fucking prompt was, because I don't. I have no idea.
Yeah, I can open up Notion and tell you, but I'm not fucking doing it right now.
Why aren't you going to do it? You're not fucking doing anything else.
You're not going to fucking fuck my dick.
Rem, chill. Rem, you fucking chill. You have no chill. No fucking. This is absurd. I'm like,
I haven't talked to this fucking asshole in like the last time I talked to Randy.
Because
Randy called me. I was at work. All right, and he called me like at 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning when I'm really busy at work. And he called me up. He's like, he texted me, "Hey, you got a second? Can we chat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you're my buddy." I called him up. He proceeded to ramble like a 5-minute story on how all these people he knew named Rem were buying the same type of car.
Atsubi.
And so I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing
They were
right now?
selling
like,
them.
Trying to work. I thought this was important. Like, what are you doing? That's the last time I talked to Randy.
It was like 6 rims, man. we got
first.
Jesus Christ doing a government job.
Rem
Okay.
Jr.
I just did a government
Rem
job.
Senior.
That's for fucking sure. Fuck.
Nah, fuck government jobs. Don't work for the good. The government sucks. Don't do that.
I want to be a government censor. That's my retirement plan.
Cody, how do you feel about them removing Trump from the ballot in Colorado and in Maine?
Roll Tide.
I don't know. Is that? Okay, Randy. I guess that's allowed. I guess the Supreme Court has to check it, but I guess that's allowed. Yeah, states' rights. I guess I don't know how this works.
Talk about Streisand effect, right?
Yeah, that's how it do.
I've been wanting to ask you that.
I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't know. Are there people in Colorado that was like, I wanted to vote for Trump that can't now?
Yes, because when I was in
That's the
Colorado,
big thing.
the amount of Trump flags I saw out there was astonishing.
Yeah, but they don't matter.
It's always astonishing because it's more than zero.
Yeah, right. Like I liked SPF's plan to pay him $5 billion to become the Duke of Nantucket. That's what we should do with him. He's our new king. Like whenever he dies, it's a dog. Whoever pays the most money to charity gets to nominate the new king.
I can't wait for November. It's gonna be so exciting.
Oh, did you guys see? There's a new open source voice text to voice cloner that only takes 10 seconds of your voice to make a perfect clone.
Oh boy, the fucking world's over.
Right in time for the election. I can't
Yeah.
wait to make Cocaine Mitch buffering, like just like load every like Netflix now buffering, like Prime Video now buffering, and then show Mitch McConnell, and then like zoom into his head. Oh, Cocaine Mitch did a little too much cocaine.
Speaking of cocaine, you guys into the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing? Oh, the names being released, people going to the island.
I don't know.
Oh shit, that's out.
Not really.
Oh,
Some
fuck.
of it is.
Yeah.
Mr. Dickman's not gonna like that news. God damn it! Why can't I get just something good to tell the man? Can't we just get a fucking W on the board? Sorry.
No, see, you made Cody take his headphones off. God
Sorry,
damn it,
Cody.
Randy.
No, I was sweaty.
This wasn't funny,
My
Cody.
ears were sweaty.
How high is your volume, pal?
It's up there because of reasons.
Oh, okay.
Mixers doing mixer things.
I gotcha. All right, Cody, how was your
Yes.
How's your Christmas, man?
Christmas was good,
Yeah.
uneventful. Liked it.
You were home for Christmas, right?
I was in Hawaii for Christmas. Yeah.
Did you get a new backpack? America's waiting.
Yes. I got a sexy new backpack for my mom.
Did you get a
That
new
was nice.
sweatshirt?
That was a gift for me. I got a heated hoodie. I got a heated hoodie that can also charge little gadgets and phones in my pocket. And I feel like fucking Iron Man, and I love it.
How do you wash it?
You take the battery pack out.
Oh shit! Okay.
Zip-
All right. I wasn't sure.
You zip the
Can you link that,
pocket
man?
closed, and you
Does it go up to
it's a
5x?
Venestus.
And how big are the batteries? I hope they're large.
The batteries are beefy, but you're not like weighed down by it too much. But it's a nice thing.
Nice. So does it
It's
get?
a nice thing, especially in the morning.
What's the temperature setting like? Do you have high and low, or do you have like a dial you can adjust?
Yeah, the low one is 100, and then it goes up to like 110, and then it goes up to 130. I think.
Wow. Nice.
I've been walking the dogs 30 minutes each way.
Oh,
a
good.
day.
You
It
need that.
cooks the poop out of me in the morning. I just throw it on like while I'm like hydrating, caffeinating.
Yeah.
Makes me poop instantly.
Oh,
It's
really?
great. It's better than diuretic. Yeah.
Oh man.
Are you a
I've been
bidet
having
guy,
a lot of
Cody?
Diuretic.
problems.
No. I'm not a bidet.
You should be a
Grow
bidet
up.
guy.
Yeah, grow up, man.
Yeah, I know.
The butthole
Hey, I'm not
angle
going to
is
shame
real.
you. Yeah.
Well, how about you guys become a heated hoodie guy?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. If they got it in 5X, unlike our Eat the Rich shirts. I needed one of those. I was gonna hack the Rich Dickman corporate office speakers and play "Rape Me" by Nirvana as I walked in with my metaphor.
You don't have to hack anything, Randy. I've given you the keys for everything. You just have to say yes, and you can have it all. You know, I love talking to you guys, but man, my basement's cold. Like, it's fucking cold down here.
I got pizza to deal with.
Oh, you got pizza coming? Okay, that's actually, I wasn't planning on wrapping up at this moment, but I certainly can, Coach.
No, you were. You absolutely were.
No.
I'm looking at the timer. It says an hour.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's it for tonight. It was nice talking to you, Randy. Listen,
Yes.
it's nice to hear you again. Nice to have you back. Maybe we can do this
I love
again
you.
next week.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, all that was kayfabe. I've actually just been scouting for new talent. You know, the new director of talent relations, Randall K. Dickman.
If you're tuning
that's
in
a
now
Jonathan
and wondering why
Silver
the
move.
episode's so short, it's because I had to cut out just about everything.
Technical difficulties and shit.
Well, no, I was scouting in Cincinnati's best behavioral psych ward unit for new talent. That's
with
where you
good
find the
talent.
best
Yeah,
up and
the good
coming
talent.
rappers now. Ask Eminem.
Oh,
Oh
Marshall.
my God! And I
How is
met
he?
Kentucky Elon Musk. He's pretty cool. He works for Toyota.
okay.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep much, according to him. And he went to Lexington, UK.
People who brag about not sleeping much, I don't trust them.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing to do.
well, he fist bumped me and gave me his number. I think this is the second time. I think it's Elon's bastard. I really do. I think there's a chance.
I don't like sleeping, Cody, because I view sleeping as a huge waste of time, and like my life is half over pretty much, and I'm like, shit, I'm spending how much of it sleeping, but at the same time, I really just want to go to bed sometimes. I just want to get.
There was a recent study that said polyphasic sleeping was horrible for you. Like, remember that came out like a while ago, the Uberman's sleep schedule, where like every 4 hours you put your head down for a 15-minute nap.
Minutes.
And that was allegedly enough to get you through the rest of your life.
That's fucked. No.
It was really weird. And a recent study came out and said, this is horrible for you. It'll kill you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I remember that was the cool thing to do in college. We were like, hey, I have an extra like 8 hours of like living time per day because I crash every 24 hours for 15 minutes.
See,
and I was just like, that sounds unhealthy.
Yeah, sleep
wouldn't
really
work
important.
for me. I can't nap. Yeah, it is. You need your sleep. It's a huge waste of time, and it sucks.
Well,
that we have to do it.
No,
apparently
it's not. It literally
like
lengthens your life because your cells split better.
Yeah, I don't know. There's weird science on sleep nowadays.
I can send you a podcast about the guy who's all in sleep.
We don't even listen to our own podcast. You think I'm going to listen to another fucking podcast?
Yeah, if you want good information, or you can just be a
good information from some asshole on the internet.
Yeah,
I'm some
he's a
asshole on the
fucking
internet.
neurobiologist.
We are the
dude.
assholes on the internet. What are you talking about?
Like this guy would make you feel stupid. All right, he makes me feel stupid.
Nobody makes me feel stupid except my bosses. So there you go.
Oh, well, that's your fucking fault, dude. All you got to do is whenever they're giving you a eulogy meeting saying Rich Dickman Corporation's closing this site down, you wear Crocs. I also found out it only takes 60,000 signatures to run as a third-party Senate candidate in Ohio. So I think it's time we sing Crocs, not crooks to Congress. And Bob Menendez, I'm going to whip your ass day one.
All right, thank you guys for listening.
I'm going to start turning
again.
my lights off.
This is 283. You can find Cody on the X. Where are you at, Cody?
On X.com, at Cody McCann, CDY,
What's X?
Randy shows up every once in a while. Yeah, what are you, Randy? How do they find you?
At Sir Zero with an E on Twitter. Fuck you, Elon Musk. I love you.
Okay.
And you can find me at Rem Dickman and Rich Dickman Show. You can find us there.
Nice.
Website's down. Patreon's going to be taken down soon.
Nice.
If we can get through 16 more episodes, I'll be impressed. We'll see.
Nice.
Well, I'm hiring the assistant to the executive.
Let's keep poking
producer.
this corpse and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
TRDS, keep poking the corpse.
Yeah.
Poke the corpse. Write that one down too. Randy, hopefully we'll see you next week at some point. All right, bud?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, I'm back in it full time.
Yeah. Okay. You can have notes and stuff next week?
No, well, if I hire this, I legit do have a candidate for executive producer.
Oh, good. I don't want to know anything about it. I just want to.
Well, no, I just need you to teach them how to record.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Not doing it.
Why?
I'm checking out.
Okay.
All right.
It's hard teaching
Motherfucker,
people.
Cody's
I
gonna
have
eat
you under
pizza.
contract. Don't you fuck with me
I'm
right
going
now.
to bed.
You'll be
Good night,
pitching Woo
everybody.
Energy drink for Tony Khan in no time. Bud, you will never work in this industry again, pal.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Love you.
Bye.
What are we doing? Am I stopping it now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can stop it now.
I'm going to cut mine.